All right, DC, you've had a lot of high praise for this mixed martial artist leading into the fight this week. He is as well-rounded a fighter as we have in this division, and kind of a case of pick your poison. He can do it all.
He can do it all in one package. I mean, I think of the greats, the George St. Pierres, of the John Joneses, and the best fighters in the world, the guys that just seem to possess every skill that allows for them to be great. This man has that. He has that ability. How does he implement that? How does he use all those skills in order to get his hand raised? He's done it time and time again. Big task tonight. But I would imagine with that skill set, he can get it done.
Yeah, he said confidently, I've got to be ready for everything. Perhaps more of a specialist on the other side, but this man has accomplished a great deal thus far, and he is showing no signs of slowing down. So here's the now two-time UFC Flyweight champion, Brandon Moreno, goes to Rio de Janeiro, beats Davison Figueiredo, in all likelihood the fourth and final meeting, but just an incredible accomplishment in a career full of them for the Assassin Baby Brandon Moreno.
And still very young, but when you look at his opponent tonight, you recognize that for all that he's done, Brandon Moreno still has to do everything right to get his hand raised. He's got tremendous boxing. We saw in the Figueiredo fight that he has great submission skills, but it's the game planning and the fight IQ that I've been very impressed with lately, because the Kai Kara-France fight, John, he fought so beautifully, and he fought behind the game plan and ultimately got a finish.
We'll see how it goes for Brandon Moreno tonight, a guy who really has had a target on his back in this division for the better part of a half decade. And now our tail of the tape for this flyweight tilt. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC Flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Steve Erceg. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC Flyweight Champion of the World, Brandon the Assassin Baby Moreno.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. Well, there is nothing quite like calling fights here in Rio de Janeiro. I'd imagine for the athletes, nothing quite like making that walk. Here we are back in Brazil once again, DC.
For the Brazilian athletes to see their colors being flown, to see the crowd going crazy every time. There were nights where Brazilian fighters could not move. They have won 10 fights at times in this arena because they take so much energy from the crowd.
Just missed with the leg kick. All right, doing work with the jab. Body shot there. And yet another hook landed there by Moreno.
In the tie clinch, look for the knees to start.
Fast pace here in the early going. All right, so we'll see if Brandon Moreno can get off to a good start tonight. He is a 5-tool player, but the jab would appear to be his weapon of choice here in the early game.
And honestly, John, he's developed an even further as he has gone to Missouri to train. The guy is getting better. He does a good job of finding his range. He's shortened his stance a little bit, so he's not so much in a boxing stance, but he is using that to defend leg kicks more effectively, but also still have the ability to go find that jab. Solid kick lands here.
Throwing that jab now again, the fighter evades.
Nice combination lands here.
to the body is there. Nice job by Steve Erceg. I'm not sure how he stayed upright.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay standing shows it's tough for your toughness.
All right, so the uppercuts have been a big part of the storyline in this one, but the setups have really been key for him. He's not telegraphing that strike, and the opponent hasn't been able to adjust.
He has not been able to see them. It's a very tricky punch, especially in the way that he throws it. He throws it at a time when you expect so many different strikes, but it's because he has such a vast knowledge of just finding that strike.
Side control now. All right, so he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. If you're the top fighter in this situation, what are you trying to do offensively?
I'm trying to force some sort of action from my opponent. You want him to turn to his knees to either give you the guillotine choke or allow you to try to chase the back. It's a tough position to control in, but there are options for finishes and are options for positional advancements if you're patient.
Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Moreno's back in full mount. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. Good movement defensively here on the ground by Erceg. Working off of his back here, looks like he may try to hip escape. Making all these shots count. Moreno's looking for that arm triangle. Oh, he's in trouble here, DC.
He's got the triangle with a lot of pressure going down on his opponent.
Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. Side control now. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Drops down inside the now. All right, setting up the armbar here.
Beautiful setup on that armbar.
Oh, that looks wicked tight. You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. He's able to withstand the fire, and now he finds himself out and safe.
Final seconds here of round one. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Moreno. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Round two next. All right, so the round is over. Certainly stunned his opponent in that round. We'll see if he can follow up here after 60 seconds.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job of finding a shot that really did affect the equilibrium of his opponent. Now he needs to go back and find the attack that's going to shut the lights off.
While we look back at some of the replays from that previous round, DC, a lot of good action for fight fans over those 5 minutes.
I mean, high pace, high intensity, all action first round. Both landed multiple strikes. What a great round of fighting.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we are, early round two. Nice hook there by Erceg. Well, one got through. That kick was blocked.
Yeah, he's hurt really bad.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But there's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Able to connect with a beautiful jab. Moreno gets hit with that hook shot there. He's got to be careful to not allow the offense to follow up here. Nice strike there, and oh, that appears to have opened him up. Cutman's getting excited over it.
I mean, these guys are here to work. I mean, these guys don't want to just sit around and watch. They want to come to work for their money. And tonight, the Cutman's going to have to work for his cash because that cut can get nasty.
That's a heck of a strike to land from bottom position. Nicely done. Well, we told you off the top of the broadcast he could do it all, but he's leaning on the striking tonight and continues to hit his opponent really with most of what he's throwing.
Well, he can't miss. I mean, it's like the guy's throwing a baseball at the side of a barn. Everything he throws, he lands, and he's showing that he can do it, and he can do it in abundance. The pace that this young man is fighting at is truly something special.
3 minutes to go. Oh, and he locks up a triangle now. You said off the top his go-to submission looks pretty tight to me.
Oh, and if he's got you in there, then you know that you're in a lot of trouble. He's starting to shift the arm across. If he gets it across, he's going to start pulling down on the head, really getting the squeeze and trying to get the submission victory.
Ooh, that's tight. Might just be a matter of time now. Oh, gives up on the submission now, so preferring to maybe get to a dominant position instead. Moreno's right back to the full mount.
You have to be so well-rounded once you get to the top of these divisions. You cannot just be a knockout guy. You got to be able to change it up if you find yourself in this situation that he's in right now. Beautiful ground and pound. And it looks like he has a cut now.
2 minutes to go in round 2.
Oh, and he's attacking choke now.
Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep. Inside control, you got a ton of options. He goes knees on belly.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over. Jonathan, he just gets up.
Erceg's back in full guard. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move. And when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots. Oh, reverses the position now. Outstanding work on the ground by Steve Erceg. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions. He passed the half guard.
All right, so the fighter's able to reverse position on the ground, and now he's got the dominant position.
Yeah, what a great job. Look at him, he's setting up the choke now. Look at that, he's setting it up.
Oh, gotta protect your neck. Guillotine choke is locked in.
You better protect your neck when you're fighting this guy because he's got the guillotine locked in. But if he wants to finish, he's got to lock that guard. And
oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man.
Seconds winding down in round 2. Oh, postures up and lands a huge head strike there. Nicely done by Erceg. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
You lost that last round. He's really one step ahead of you on submissions. You're doing a great job with your defense, but we have to avoid those positions altogether and become comfortable.
You ready? You ready?
Third round underway.
He lands another head kick.
Nice jab by Brandon Moreno. High guard, and he gets that thing to the target quick.
Gets to the target quick. And you can see the Assassin Baby starting to really feel himself right now. He has found his flow, he's in his groove, and like I said, that jab is what starts everything coming from the fighter from Mexico.
Moreno gets tattooed by that straight punch. Hard shots landing on both sides here. Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked. Oh, and he tags him with the straight hand there. Beautifully done by Brandon Moreno.
Another strike to the head lands.
He's looking for that left hand. Not there. Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
And he's looking for that left hand, just missed. Oh, he lands another strike to the body here, really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the midsection here in the latter stages of this fight.
Can't take many of those, you better check.
Just over 3 minutes to go now. Oh, what a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
Erceg shot there is blocked. Oh, beautiful straight right hand.
He's gonna get himself knocked out. You gotta take a moment. He's gonna get knocked out if he doesn't take a break.
And we're past the midpoint of the fight. Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it. Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there. Erceg's now cut above the eye from that strike. That bears watching as this fight continues. Oh, huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Oh, beautifully done with the hook there by Moreno. Oh, going back to the uppercut, well, nearly connected. All right, so there's the takedown game on display, all set up, though, by the hands this time.
It has to be set up. You cannot just take blind takedown attempt. You can't just shoot. You got to set your opponent up. He did that beautifully.
Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are
oh, he's setting up an arm bar now. Oh, looks like he's got the arm isolated.
He's got it isolated, working toward the finish.
Oh, somehow he gets out. Fantastic submission D. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Brandon Moreno.
Nice transition.
Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Good work from the top here by Brandon Moreno. All right, so the cut really starting to open up wider now, and you got to credit this striker for continuing to attack that area.
Just knowing the target, knowing what he's...
Setting up for another submission now. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, let us now get you some replays of all the damage done in that previous round, including the strike that opened up the cut.
Yeah, some nasty strikes landed over the course of that round, and it opened up a nasty cut. He has got to find a way to change some things defensively, or that cut is just going to get worse and worse. And the worse it gets, the more he runs the risk of this fight getting stopped.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Clipped him with the right hand there. Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. Throwing that jab yet again out of range. Moreno gets caught with that punch. He's treading water now. Got to find a way to move those feet.
Oh, body shot. He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Back to the left hand now. Unable to connect. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Straight right, he misses. Moreno's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now.
Beautiful job getting those hands up.
Massive knee to the body blade.
Oh, how technical is that? Nice straight punch.
It's so clear that the guy that's going forward is the guy that's successful.
Oh, you gotta like the output here. So aggressive with the strikes. He continues to light him up. Gotta be careful here not to gas out, of course, but you gotta like the offense we're seeing from him, especially in this round. Just over 3 minutes now to go. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety birds over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs. Oh!
His misses are entertaining.
Nice thing on the tip here.
Moreno's looking for an armbar here. Oh, that's tight.
All he's got to do now is get his hips into the back of the elbow to get the finish.
Also, how about that position over submission as he bails on the sub?
I think that's a great job. You got to make sure you don't end up in a worse position because you're trying to score a submission.
Changing the position.
Moreno's in half guard. Oh, looks as though that right eye might be starting to shut. Yes, it is. Well, his superior grappling has certainly been the lead narrative in this one. The takedowns, the ground control, he's got it all going tonight.
He's doing a great job of dictating to his opponent, not allowing him to make any decisions in regards to the fight. He's got to be careful here.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Moreno's back in full mount. Ground and pound strike there now.
And now he's attempting to choke.
Oh, Darce choke locked and loaded. He might get a finish here.
Use the work.
Oh, he got out.
He got out and defended. John, I thought it was over. I thought it was done. It was so tight. It was deep. They were hip to hip. I thought the fight was done. Great job and awareness by this young man to defend that Darce choke.
Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. Right now, it's starting to show.
Moreno's right back to the full mount here.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Brandon Moreno. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. Final seconds of round 4. Moreno's going for an arm here. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, let us re-rack some replays of the damage done in that round. See if we can isolate the strike that caused the cut.
Yeah, a nasty cut opens up when he lands there. It's a beautiful shot that gets to the target. He has not been responsible defensively, and he's really paying for it because now he's dealing with that nasty cut.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
5th and final round. All right, so here we go with our next round. Certainly a seminal moment in that previous round as he rocked him and nearly got him out of there. We'll see who has the upper hand now here moving forward.
That was a huge moment for him in that round. He found the shot, rocked his opponent, couldn't get the finish, but he had to feel good walking back to the corner and now getting back off of the stool to start the next round.
All right, so he earned respect from his opponent early on with the power, and now the swelling really started to become a factor.
The swelling starting to become a factor.
He's in a world of trouble now.
They say the straight are the ones that get there first, and it got right to the target. Oh, he passes the half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt. He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique. Very smart there. You never favor submission over a dominant position.
Oh, good shot landed there from the bottom.
Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through.
This is where he wants to be.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Continues to apply pressure here in half guard.
And look at him attacking the arm triangle on the other side. He's going to lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across, he will start to drop his chest to the mat and chase the finish.
Let's work. Come on, I'll stand you up. Let's work.
That's tight. Oh, he got out!
He actually bridged, got his hips up in the air, used his momentum to take him back towards his opponent's feet, chest down to the mat to get out of that deep submission attempt. Beautiful transition.
And now he's got the back.
Getting him out here.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Moreno's back to the side control now.
Oh, right into mount.
Moreno's back in full mount.
Gotta be careful here.
Oh, that cut is getting worse with every passing ground strike as he lands again. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by the Assassin Baby Brandon Moreno.
Setting up a sub attempt.
Oh, that looks tight. All right, so now going to position. position over submission as he bails on the sub. All right, well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Now maybe trying to get to a choke position here, DC. Closed guard. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Brandon Moreno.
This is a terrible position.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. All right, so back to the feet we go after a lot of crowd fighting. We'll see if he can rally here late in this final round.
John, he needed this. He needed to get up, to give himself an opportunity. Now he's got a chance. Does he cash in?
Looking to land the right hand, he misses. Moreno's huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Oh! There's the final horn. We go to the scorecards. One of the greatest fights that we have seen all year. Official decision now in. The buff has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 50-43, and 49-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Brandon the